What's going on, babe?
We're stuck.
Okay, so I'll be honest, I really wasn't gonna make a video this weekend. It was just Andrea, myself, and the pups taking a break, taking a weekend, going up to a tiny home, and relaxing. Cabin we went to was under a company called Getaway Vacations or Getaway Rentals or something, and it was basically a wooden and glass tiny house that was just dumped in the forest.
The cabin itself, the tiny house inside, is cute. It's very zen, very peaceful. The way they, incorporate tiny house living with the living outdoors. So you can cook outside and do the fires. That's great in the house. But the views outside, not that pretty.
We decided to drive up Mount Adams as far as we could. And me thinking that the Raptor is this, end all be all of off-roading capable vehicles, I just assumed anything we ran into, we were going to be able to navigate like no problem. Once we went into Yakima Indian Territory, I was already feeling a little bit uneasy. I was expecting, I know this is going to sound strange, but I was just imagining any moment just arrows coming at us or something from Indians in the distance. I know that's not probably true, but that's just kind of what I had in my mind.
We had a dream, right? To see as much as we could and venture out and explore and get some cool pictures and drone shots and this amazing, epic, beautiful scenery. So we decided to go up the road. The weather was not on our side. The weather was really cloudy. And so we entered this forest road that Jason said we should take and find our own cool spots. And we drove through it and it was just forest road, not paved. Snow, we started getting a little bumpier, a little more off-road activity going on. And then we hit intersection that was covered in ice and snow. And then on the GPS map on the car, it said that it was a little creek or river to the left of it. And that's my fault here. I said, since we got here, might as well just go down to the creek and see something cool like the river or something.
We were having a little bit of fun off-roading and exploring when we decided to go down towards a creek. And the ground was covered with snow, but it wasn't super deep, 3 inches maybe on the road, but there were no other tracks. I mean, no one was up there.
What's going on, babe?
We're stuck
The four-wheel drive doesn't seem to be working.
on a Raptor.
We went down this fairly steep hill in the snow and ended up in like a cul-de-sac. And it was then I knew that we were going to have a problem because the truck was just spinning. I put it into four-wheel high, thinking like, okay, now is the time to kind of have some fun. But the truck didn't respond. It just slid further into the ditch. And eventually we got the thing turned around, but as soon as we started to try to go uphill, we just slid even more completely into a ditch. We hit like a kind of a tree.
So you can see we've been on and off the road here, and now we're stuck. It's not even really that bad, but the front wheels aren't spinning. So Not sure what we're gonna do yet. Pups are gonna go out. Huh. Yeah, we don't have cell phone service here.
So I tried to call 911 several times, but the call wouldn't go through because I didn't have signal, and even the SOS button didn't work. It was 1 p.m. and sun was setting around 4:30, so we basically had 3.5 hours to get out of there, or we would freeze at night and die or be eaten by bears in the wilderness, because it was Mount Adams wilderness.
How the hell that doesn't have a way to pull with the front? What kind of a four-wheel drive is this? Even my Jeep works.
We went back down into that pine needle rug that was not frozen. It was just laying there nicely, ready for us. And Jason went back down in reverse and then got a good push to go further up the hill.
I'm sorry, but I'm really stressed out.
And goes back down.
You shouldn't go back in the same groove. You can't go back in the same grooves. Hey.
Yeah.
Go back in there where you didn't have ice. And then go up and then go back where you don't have ice. Don't go back in the same groove, man. Go where you don't have ice. You're doing the same thing 3 times. Bad driver. You're back in the ice, man. You're not in the terrain.
Finally, I remembered from my time in the sand dunes that I could potentially air down the rear tires and gain a little bit more traction.
Let's air down some more. Filming?
You shouldn't go back in the same thing. You did it 3 times. You had a shot first time if you would have done a different maneuver and not backtrack into your own thing.
Yeah, so Jason lowered the pressure of the tires really a lot, right? They were really soft and mushy, like track tires, right? And then I don't remember. I was so stressed. I don't remember the moment you started the final ascent. That worked. I don't remember it at all. I was in a black hole of despair.
Close your window, please. Yeah, we passed here.
Okay, so you got the mats there in the back.
God knows. Doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter. I don't think we're gonna go back. Ever. I'm sure they're in the back.
What a strange place to find out your four-wheel drive isn't working, huh?
I think you should sell the car.
Sell it?
Yeah. You should always buy a car new, so you know what's going on with it. Or at least try everything before you buy it. Did you try the four-wheel drive when you bought it? Did you try the four-wheel drive when you went with Richard?
Yeah.
Really, and it worked. What's going on now?
Check engine light came.
Vitamin.
Vitamine. That means oh my god in Romanian.
I don't know what it means. Is it dying?
No. We're in
In what?
I think we're fine.
Just take it out of the four-wheel drive.
It's in progress. I want four-wheel drive behind.
Oh my gosh. Coming back to the cabins was an experience. I was so thankful. So blessed to be out of there. We could have been out there at 4:30 in the darkness.
It left?
We're in just normal two-wheel drive now.
Which is the same as it.
Same as what we've been
Four
in.
Is this the normal road?
Yeah, this is it.
Do not go off-roading with a car that you don't know. Thank you, God and universe, for saving us.
So what really helped us there? That we aired down the tires. I think that was the biggest thing.
Sure. Also, when you hit these spots here, there's another area that's very dangerous. You should be very careful.
Yeah.
Always bring chains. Always be prepared in case something happens to someone. And don't go to roads you don't know.
Yeah.
Especially alone, or you have to be with a buddy. Or with someone that can call 911 or something, a towing or something.
Okay, crisis averted. Back to your
Not crisis. What crisis you mean?
It's averted. Getting stuck in the wilderness. So back to your regular program. Cut.
Looking back, you know, since we've gotten home, I've checked the fuses. I looked for some broken vacuum lines. I haven't found anything obvious. The truck does have a powertrain warranty. So basically, instead of really trying to deal with it, because I paid for that powertrain warranty. So I'm going to try to use it. I'm going to take the car to the dealer as soon as I can. Because I know that we will get snow here soon in the Pacific Northwest. So I need to get that four-wheel drive fixed, and I want to do more adventures type stuff. coming back after getting stuck and almost stranded for an extended period of time makes me realize that it might be fun to focus a little bit of my efforts automotively into making this Raptor even more capable. And if that includes, doing the bumpers, putting a winch on, obviously fixing the four-wheel drive. I don't think there's much I need to do with the suspension. Maybe getting the shocks rebuilt or something like that. Lighting wasn't an issue. I don't know if I need to put any light bar on there or anything. We definitely need to set it up to be able to take our tent, our rooftop tent, that you guys know that sometimes we run on the Jeep. So I'd need some type of bed rack. I'd also like to get a hard, maybe foldable or roll-up tonneau cover that works with the bed rack. So basically I could have the pop-up, I could have the tent, and then there'll be a little bit of space in between. Then I'd have the tonneau cover, and then I'd have the bed, of dry storage basically. So I think that's the plan moving forward. We're going to try to have most of that done. I think by summertime will be our next big adventure with the Raptor. I was pretty upset with the truck. But I mean, other than that, it did perform very well. We went off-road a good amount over some bumpy terrain and stuff, and I was able just to kind of pedal down and just really dig in over some of that stuff and had a really good time. So I'm not giving up. I know Andrea mentioned selling it or maybe getting into a newer one or something. I'm not ready to do that yet. Let's get the four-wheel drive fixed, do a couple more tests, and just kind of see how capable the machine is. So lastly, guys, Happy New Year. 2019 was really great for the channel. We got over 1,000 subscribers. The goal for 2020, geez, 10,000. I don't know, is that too much to ask? What do you guys think? So I have a lot of stuff planned for 2020 with the Shelby and obviously the Raptor. And we might be introducing another vehicle to the channel soon. I'm still digging around for a nice Fox body. Other than that, this is Jason Andrews, the All-American Driver. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.